Clocks. Clocks have played a crucial role in human society for centuries, serving as important tools for measuring and keeping track of time. The history of clocks stretches back to ancient civilizations, where people used various devices to measure the passing of time. One of the earliest forms of clocks was the sundial, which used the movement of the sun across the sky to mark the passage of time. Sundials were used by the ancient Egyptians, Greeks, and Romans, and they remained a popular timekeeping device for many centuries. The next major development in the history of clocks was the water clock, also known as a clepsydra. These clocks used a flow of water to mark the passing of time, with a container of water slowly emptying into a lower container or basin. Water clocks were used by the ancient Greeks, Romans, and Chinese, and they remained in use until the 14th century. The mechanical clock, which used a system of gears and weights to keep time, was the next major development in the history of clocks. The first mechanical clocks were developed in the 14th century and were powered by a falling weight. These clocks were highly accurate and were used in churches, monasteries, and other public buildings to mark the passing of time. In the 16th and 17th centuries, the pendulum clock was developed, which used a swinging pendulum to regulate the movement of the gears and weights. This design made clocks even more accurate and allowed for smaller, more portable clocks to be developed. The next major development in the history of clocks was the development of the spring-powered clock in the 18th century. These clocks were smaller and more portable than their pendulum-powered counterparts, and they paved the way for the development of pocket watches and wristwatches. In the 19th and 20th centuries, clocks continued to evolve, with the development of electric and electronic clocks. These clocks were powered by electricity and used a quartz crystal to keep time, making them even more accurate than mechanical clocks. Today, clocks come in all shapes and sizes, from traditional wall clocks and grandfather clocks to digital wristwatches and smartwatches. Throughout history, clocks have played a vital role in society, helping people to organize their lives and keep track of time. From the sundial to the digital clock, the history of clocks is a fascinating one that reflects the ingenuity and technological advances of human civilization.